Worthing FCTV with Chris Agutter following tonight's defeat against Farnborough in the National League South. Aggie, a frustrating evening all round.
Yeah, very. Yeah, very frustrating. Yeah, I'm trying to put all that, what I've just seen, into some sort of digestible way. So yeah, difficult to reflect on it. Standout bits would be we started the game from a defensive perspective almost as good as an under-12s team. Like the way that we defended our box and dealt with Farnborough's direct approach was poor. It was really poor. Yeah, we just give ourselves too much of a mountain to climb, and we created chances and weren't ruthless enough. So both boxes haven't been too clever tonight. I just felt we got dragged a little bit into what was a disjointed, ugly game of football. But fair play to Farnborough, they've taken 6 points off us, and yeah, there's loads of different ways to skin a cat, and they've done us twice. So that's what it's about. It's about winning games and putting points on the board. So and they've put 6 points on the board against us this season. So and we need to be miles better dealing with that approach, which we have been, to be fair. It's not the first and the last time that we'll see that strategy, but tonight we weren't able to impress our game onto Farnborough consistently enough, and even then we created some great chances again. Great finish from Mo for the equaliser, but the rest of our work in and around the 18-yard box certainly didn't match the standards that we set with our first goal.
Frustrating night that was maybe capped off by the match officials, and I don't want to get you into trouble, but certainly as a spectator it felt like I'd maybe watched 20-25 minutes at best of action in that second half in particular, and I know it's no discredit to Farnborough at all. I think most teams would do it, but from my point of view at least, there has to surely be a bit better management from the match officials. And again, don't want to get you into trouble, so I don't want to put words into your mouth.
No, I mean we do the ball in play time, and the ball in play was just over 22 minutes. And you're at the mercy of the match officials. So if they police it, then I think they'd probably restart the game a little bit quicker and gets a bit more ebb and flow. If they don't police it, then it's there to be abused by the opposition, and if that's the best way to win a game against Worthing, then you do it. So like I said, Farnborough's approach has resulted in 6 points against us. So, and that's the that's the priority of first team football. You've got to win games. So no sort of negative feeling towards Farnborough and the way they went about it. And again, you just help us. You can't say anything to the match officials because you get booked. 99.9% of the time the comms kits don't work, so even if you talk to the fourth official, he can't relay any sort of helpful information. So it looks good though. I sort of thought to myself, well, slows the game down. It's not ideal. but that's a lot of time to be added on, because we're obviously on the clock, and then, well, from, as I said, 22 minutes, just over 22 minutes, ball in play, we got 3 minutes added on, and 2 of those minutes were spent with a free kick. So I think in reality, ball was in play for 1 minute and the 3 minutes added on. But, you know, like, we've just got to blame ourselves. Like, same as reminded me of the Cheshire game a little bit. It's our fault. We got dragged into it, and we didn't do enough to put 3 points on the board today. Like, it's no secret what Farnborough are going to do. It's no secret that we play a certain way, and that one of the ways to deal with that is to slow the game down. But as I said, it's not something we haven't seen in the main over the past sort of three months or so. We've managed to negate that approach, but we haven't tonight, and we deserve to lose. We haven't, for all of we can talk about time wasting and stuff like that. The crux of it is we weren't good enough in both boxes. We as I said, we defended like under 12s in our own box for the first 15 minutes, which led to 2 goals conceded, and in the opposition's box we weren't ruthless enough. That's the reality of it. So I'm not going to stand here and try and deflect. I've done that a couple of times. I'm not going to do that. We just need to take our medicine and move on. There's plenty of twists and turns left in this title race, and we just need to again get back on the horse and go again and react like we always do. But this time of the season, it doesn't come down to tactics and all of that sexy stuff. It comes down to balls and mentality and personality. That's what it comes down to. Like, we're on the final stretch. Now this is about delivering under pressure. And when the opposition are having a spell in the game or trying to impress their game on you, having the personality and the character and the balls to disrupt that and drag the game back in your favour. And we didn't do that tonight against Farnborough, whereas Farnborough done it to us. So just got to move on.
Just in terms of the squad tonight, 2 big omissions in Danny Cashman and Nicky Wheeler. Yeah. Just an update on the pair.
Nicky's injured, which is frustrating because we can't get a lot of games out of him in a minute, and when Nicky doesn't play, looks like we lose. And Cash, we just needed to give him a rest. I mean, he's played more than any other player this year, other than Hagee, and to be honest, we've flogged him. Physically and mentally, he's had a hell of a lot on his shoulders, and I told him he needs to have a breather, rest up, and we need him to recharge and then go again. As I said, if you compare his game time to everyone else's, he blows everyone else out of the water, which is obviously understandable because he's a huge player for us. But I wanted to do it sooner in the season, but where Tommy was injured and at that point we weren't as strong squad-wise, it wasn't really an option. Whereas now we've obviously got Tommy back and we've got Ruben with us as well. I felt like it was a good opportunity to give him a breather. Maybe not, but we'll live and learn, and on to the next one, Chelmsford, which will be a horrible game.
That's where I was coming to next. So just early thoughts ahead of the Chelmsford game.
I haven't been there for a long time. I went there a few years ago when I was at Eastbourne Borough, and I can just remember the running track around it. It's a very difficult place to go, but a great place to start another run. We're on the final stretch now, and we need to go to these places, and we need to do the opposite to what we've done tonight. It's going to be incredibly tough. They're on an upward curve as well. I think they'll probably make a late push for the playoffs. Looking at it, they've shuffled the pack, and I think think their magic is leaving at the end of the year. He's obviously finishing strong. One last hurrah for him maybe at Chelmsford, so we need to recover from tonight. Yeah, and then plan for a very difficult game away at Chelmsford.
Thanks, Aggie.
Cheers, Jack.